Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. And an alley to run. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
And him running the football is not something that defenses spend a lot of time preparing for. But this guy has a survival instinct and a knack for knowing when exactly to do it.
On is the punter, Cook, who sends it away. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Raiders will have a short field to work with as they take over.
Down, 180. Get track. Purdue. Check 3.
First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Keep it up.
Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Down. You 180.
He can't hang. He's not going to get me.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Tackle made there by Tony Jefferson.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now Carr. His throw caught at about the 5. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. They've got another 1st down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now.
Monday, down. 180. 637.
You don't want to know.
Hey, Foxtrot.
Check 48's the mic. Check 48's the mic. It's our time. It's our time.
280.
To throw, it's Carr. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Darren Waller there to make the grab as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. A throw over the middle taken in. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. And the former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. Got a man, it's Brown. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup. Now Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Max Crosby picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Jackson throwing on target to Brown. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. And the throw there going to be incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it to Jackson. And my goodness, this is incomplete. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And the Raider D, they get the football back. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
At their 48-yard line.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
93.
Hey, alert 48. Hey, we don't like the 48 right now. Let's go. I'm coming for you, son.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Now Carr. And that will be incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They do go for it. It's Carr. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Slam, slam, slam.
Carr now on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right.
49, check 49, check 49. Switch, switch, switch. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
Back to the air on second down. It's Carr. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield, but that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Carr now to throw. On the move to his left. He can run for it, and he will. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And the lead moves to 10-zip. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held him to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it, and his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about.
That's going to be caught by Williams for a Raiders touchdown. Tyrell Williams. 56 yards. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Jackson. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
He's airing it out for Williams. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Carr. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. Darren Waller, the intended receiver, but now it'll be 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Shotgun now for Carr. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. He was true on his first. This a tough one from 49 yards away. And Carlson missed it. Pulled it to the left. And this score will stay right where it is. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. This is taken near the 13. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Strong right, strong right, strong right. Everyone, you got 4 down. 36.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Monday, down. 180.
Rip left. Watch twins. Watch the safety creep.
OP.
On first down, it's Jacobs. Justin Ellis in on the stop.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Here we go. Showing eight. He's crashing. He's checking crash. Chance.
Hey, 734.
Now they'll throw with Carr. This complete to Jones. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 38-yard line. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
2nd and 12 at the Ravens' 39-yard line.
Down. 180.
Joker.
Low.
Sponge. No. Watch the edge.
Later, 9.
Slam.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. A Raider first down, 17 yards.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
They'll run on first down. It's Jacobs, and they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 14-yard line.
Down.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
All day. 6 guard. Check 6 guard. Check 37. Check 30.
White Monday, down.
10. Under 10.
Running is Jacobs. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Hey, orbit. 57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. Switch.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Carr toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Oh, that is a complete shank. It's no good. Off to the right, and this score will stay right where it is. So you wonder what's going on in that head right about now. That's 2 missed field goals for him now, and this one should have been no problem.
For an NFL kicker, you're thinking 97, 98% from this distance, and this one somehow fails to go through. And that's 3 points you just absolutely have to count on getting.
This pass into the arms of Snead, and they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Back now in the East Bay. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the 4th.
Come on, set. 2 set. Game situation. Let's go. Mike's 59.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. Jackson on first down. Flush to his right. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
I can't believe we let you play. I can't believe
From the gun, it's Jackson. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
Throwing on third and long. Jackson. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up fourth down.
And they had an extra defensive back on the field on that play, and the coverage was excellent. He tried to pull it down and run for it, but they rallied to him and kept him short of a first down.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on fourth down. On fourth down, Jackson. And he's got Snead. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Wow, first and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for second and goal. Now it's Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Maurice Hurst in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got it third and goal now as they try to punch in a late touchdown. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Here's Justin Tucker now for the Raven field goal try. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And Tucker's kick right there, it's good. And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. They'll keep it on the ground. Jacobs. A sizable gain there, 9 yards as they get it back to a 3rd and 5. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Down. 180.
36. I got it.
Express.
Be ready. Be ready. Watch 36.
On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland 1st down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Well, not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Running the toss here to Jacobs. Breaks the tackle, now an alley. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Oh, yeah. And here we go again. Here we go again. Kill. Turn.
Run. Later one.
SOS.
Go Chief.
SOS. Check 52. Shoot. Check 3.
Jacobs now. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, on the bright side, you still have the good-sized lead, but this has to be troubling. His 3rd miss of the game.
Well, fortunately, they haven't really needed him thus far. But he's an important part of what they're trying to do, so they definitely need to get him back on track.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. One last shot for Jackson. He's going to let it fly. And this is caught inside the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown, 68 yards, as his guys are back within a single score.